You good over there?
I'm good, dude.
Any gum in your mouth?
No gum today.
No gum.
No gum.
All right.
No gum.
You
gum
came
style.
prepped. You came prepped and ready today.
I did.
I like it.
Well, I did just have to stand up and go throw it away right before we started this, but yes, I didn't have to swallow it today. I'm ready for a delicious, once I get hydrated, ready for some delicious bourbon.
Good on you for being ready.
Hell
That
yeah.
said, welcome to the show.
Bourbon. Belts. Blockbusters. You are listening to the Triple B Podcast. Let's fucking go.
Welcome to another episode of the Triple B Podcast. Ryan, it is your cash-in week.
I'm actually really excited for this because I've had it in my car for 2 weeks.
I know, you said you were already ready.
Yeah.
Already
So,
ready when I cashed in mine.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, this might be the earliest I've ever gotten a bourbon.
I was gonna say,
be completely
I think
honest. It's
so.
usually at like 5:30 in the morning with my daughter the morning of the cash-in, where I'm just like barely awake. Where the fuck am I getting today? Oh, that one looks like we haven't tried it before. That's what I do. This time, got the old bourbon, but the bottle is too large for the briefcase. I tried.
We don't have a
does not
Magnum
fit.
size case. So
No, not a Magnum size case. No.
we just got regular.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to spit on it. Wait, we're talking about bourbon still, right?
Yeah, we're still talking
All right.
about the bourbons.
So I
Ooh,
kept it in
classy.
the old paper bag that it came in.
Edward 40
Hold on.
hands over
we're
there.
We're gonna get famous for the was it ASMR? A little strip tease of the bottle of bourbon. Oh,
Oh, it's poking its head.
all right. So
Ooh.
what we have here is the New Riff single barrel. On the back here, I just thought this was kind of interesting. It says, a new riff on an old tradition. Each New Riff barrel is singular in personality and flavor, selected for its quality and complexity, bottled at barrel proof and without chill filtration. We preserve the character of the barrel all the way to your glass. It's aged at least 4 years. Okay.
Just judging on the bottle so far, it looks fantastic. The presentation.
I didn't read nothing on the back before I grabbed it. I just because I was with Lindsay when we were doing this, and she doesn't know anything about bourbon. Obviously, she doesn't even drink.
Yeah.
And when she did drink, whiskey was definitely not what she was going to. But she was just like, "Oh, I really like the look of that bottle," because it's like that's the first thing you're looking at. It's just like what all the different bottles look like, and that might only be the second time she's ever been in Total Wine with me looking at bourbon.
Yeah.
Right. So she was looking at it, I was just like, and then I ended up just kind of naturally being like, I was like, fuck, that bottle looks dope. It just looks real
I know we're not
classy.
supposed to judge a book by its cover, but
Yeah.
I'm judging it now,
I know.
and it looks
Me too, man.
phenomenal.
Me too. And let's be real. I feel like when you're going through new alcohols and stuff, and you don't really have a basis to really gauge stuff off, you kind of do to an extent, right? Classic. Can't stop
Ryan.
now.
What's the proof on this one?
That's a good question. The proof is 112.6.
Oh, so
Okay. So little less than the last bottle that we had was like 127,
Yeah,
I think
it was
was what it
yeah.
was. But it's still up there for sure. It's 56.3 proof. And I love when they put the barrel number. This is barrel number 36,545. Which is pretty cool.
It's got quite a bit of barrel there. So
I wish that we're learning things. I wish I knew what the difference, what this was going to mean, being the difference without chill filtration.
Yeah.
Compared to something with it. I don't neither of us are going to be able to just be like, oh yeah, we can tell.
Yeah.
But hold on, let's. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm
ready for
really
this?
ready.
Very nicely made bottle. New Riff. we love it so far. Haven't even tried it, and we just love the look of it. It looks
presentation
real
is
nice. Yes,
very well
presentation, 10 out of 10. And like I said, it is already pre-chilled. It's been in my car for 2 weeks,
Oh, there we go.
so shouldn't be like we shouldn't really have to wait too long for it to get nice and cold for us. Ooh, that's not bad at all.
That's not bad at all.
It's real sweet.
Yeah. Yeah.
It definitely, you got that kind of mouthfeel. It's not as like viscous, you know,
Yeah.
as last
Yeah.
cash in as yours was. But I do still feel like it coats the mouth. Mm-hmm. And then it's really smooth. But then it's like after you swallow, then you almost get like a.
Yeah.
This is the effect that I always compare it to because, again, we're not connoisseurs, but it's like that wasabi effect where it's like after you swallow, then it's like, oh, aftershock, here it comes, kind of hits the sinuses, but it's not bad.
Yeah, but it comes from the front of the mouth, like, or at least for me. Like,
okay.
I don't get any of it from the back. It's
That was all where I got it from.
It's
Was I
all
didn't feel like
back
any
here,
burn
but it
really on
did
my
go-
tongue or anything.
yeah, it's.
Did you feel it on your tongue?
No, it's more
okay.
around the cheeks right now.
Yeah, for sure. I feel it like it's more like kind of in the back of my cheeks.
But I definitely
Right.
got the wasabi effect on it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
But-
good though.
But I do like the sweetness to it.
Yeah, it's nice.
I lean towards the sweetness liking and everything. Give it another sip.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
That's a easy sip on.
Yeah.
Not one you're gonna like chug down, but just a nice sipping one.
Yeah, that's nice. I enjoy it.
I'm gonna give it 8.5.
Okay.
I'm going 8.5.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really enjoy this one. I can tell.
Yeah.
But just comparing it to what we've had, and it's not quite up there.
Okay.
But I'm still enjoying it.
I'm going a little higher. I'm going 9.5.
Okay. All right.
I really like it. I really enjoy this. I think the flavor is really good. It's there, like it's very apparent. You got the flavor. You got that sweetness. The aftertaste is solid. It's not like a punchy in the face like that
last one was punchy. Right in the kisser.
Yeah. This one, no. I think that's. I personally like this one more than the last time.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
The Rambler.
Thank you, the Rambler. I was like, God damn it, what is the name of it? The Rambler. Purely because it's not as punchy in the
Yeah.
face. But the Rambler is super good. I think we both gave it a 9.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm going a little bit above that one, but I do agree it's not quite up there with some of the ones that we've had. But
Yeah.
it's right there for me. It's not too far off. It's a hop, skip, and a jump away.
Hell yeah, man. That brings us over to our bourbon talking points. We got Hawk Talk. We beat the Niners 13-3. We are the number 1 seed. Let's talk about it, man. What were your 3 takeaways?
I mean, outside of the fact that we fucking pounded their asses,
We really did.
we were talking about having to spit on it with that. Jesus,
There was no spit.
No, there was no spit. Dry, just pounded them, man. They couldn't do jack shit offensively.
No.
It looked. I texted. I think I texted my brothers or my coworkers. I can't remember. So I was texting you, them. I was in like 5 different text groups during that game, and one of them I was like, it looks like we're playing against a high school fucking offense right now because they just couldn't fucking do anything. The one drive they put together ended in a fucking interception.
Yeah.
And then the only one they scored off was after Myers kicked the ball out of bounds on the kickoff. So they got the ball at the 40. So they literally drove like 25 yards and then had to kick a field goal.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's the only points they got. And you're talking about a team, it wasn't the Cardinals.
No.
That this is a team, an offense that had been averaging like 38 points a game over the last month.
Yeah.
And
They were fighting for the number 1 seed
fighting
themselves.
for the number 1 seed. Yeah, right. So like they're fighting, like that game was for the division and for the number 1 seed in the NFC. So we're not playing against some fucking slumps.
No.
And our defense made it look like we were playing against one of the worst teams in the league.
100%.
So that being said, my actual takeaways from this were three real quick things, and I feel like I'm beating a dead horse here because I feel like the last couple of weeks has kind of been the same thing.
Yeah.
Our run, it could not be a better time of the year for our run game to fucking be coming alive.
Yeah.
Here, right? Like they combined for almost 200 yards on the ground. It was like 187 or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like Sharps had a fucking day. K9 had a day. So like going into the playoffs, we started the year like through like the first 8 or 9 weeks of the season. We were like bottom of the league in rushing. Mm-hmm. You know, it was like we had 7 of our first 9 games or something like that. It was something kind of crazy where as a team we didn't rush for over 90 yards.
Yeah.
And then we only had 1 of those games in the back half of the season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like we started the year as one of the worst rushing teams in the league, and we finished like number 6 or something. So like we're top 10 rushing offense on top of our top fucking 10 or, you know, towards the top of the league passing offense as well. Like, it's pretty fucking solid. So yeah, like there's that. I also just wrote down that you can say whatever the fuck you want about Sam Darnold. This team has his fucking back.
100%
And like, they're constantly just like, because they all hear it, they know it, they all know the narrative being written about Sam Darnold. That motherfucker, doesn't matter what is happening in the game, he's locked in. Mm-hmm. He shakes everything off. And that has been literally proven in every game. Right?
Yeah.
When we need those fucking plays,
he comes through.
He's making those fucking plays. And then finally, our defense is just fucking... Our defense is the number 1 defense in the league in multiple categories for a reason. We finished the year top in scoring because the Texans gave up over 30 to the Colts in the last game, and we only gave up 3 because we were like neck and neck with them for scoring. So we ended up taking the top there. Where I think we're first in overall EPA per play defense because we're like it's either first in rushing and second in passing or vice versa for EPA per play. I mean, you know, I'm pretty sure we still lead the league in pressures. Mm-hmm. So it's like we're not always getting home on sacks, but our pressures are there. Like
game changing.
We're pressuring people on fucking, you know, at like a 75 to 80% clip of dropbacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it's fucking it's pretty intense. So we might not be racking up all the sacks, which I mean we still have a pretty damn good amount of sacks for the team. Yeah, all spread out. We haven't had anybody just kind of run away with it, but we have multiple guys that have 6 or 7+ sacks.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. So that's fucking awesome. And then our coverage is elite enough as well to be able to take advantage of just the pressures. Yeah. You know, so what about you?
I mean, I
kind of just went off.
No, you're good. It was an exciting game. I mean, other than the utter dominance of our defense, I mean, the score doesn't tell the whole story, right? Like, because it felt like a 30-3 blowout.
Yeah. There was, I don't think there was a moment in the game where I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like the Niners have a chance. I think the only moment where you could even get close was the drive where we got the pick. Because I'm like, are we really going to wait till the 4th quarter and just let them fucking drive down the field and make it a fucking, 3-point game?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And
I just love that it's, I mean, no offense to him, but a lot of no-namers are making plays. Like Drake Thomas.
Yeah, dude. Ty
Okada. Just like I mean, even Nwosu and Hall, they're not names that are popping up everywhere, but they're all contributing, and it's awesome.
And then you take it. I think the coolest thing about our defense, man, is like you take those no name guys, right? And they're all young, you know, and then you also look at somebody that's like Ernest Jones, who kind of got kicked around the league for a couple years. He's 2nd team All-Pro.
Yeah.
Right? Like, literally, he just got named 2nd team All-Pro. Mm-hmm. You got Devin Witherspoon's in his 3rd year. You got Reek Wolin, who, you know, including me, fucking shit on him for the first half of the season. Because he played fucking terribly in the first half of the season. Mm-hmm. Gets a concussion, comes back, one of the best fucking DBs in the league in the second half of the year. Like I said earlier, Had to rattle his brain around a little bit, apparently, to get him to get back on his fucking rookie game, right? Because he was a baller his rookie year. And he has been playing lights out fucking coverage since. Like, I don't know what the fuck it is, but like Josh Job's barely seen the field because Reek has played so fucking well. You got Drake Thomas when it's not Drake, when Drake Thomas isn't in the game or whatever. It's, why am I forgetting his name? But it's the other young linebacker.
Knight?
Yeah, Tyrese Knight, right? You got Tyrese Knight out there who's in his second year. You got Ty Okada coming in off the fucking bench for 3/4 of the season, playing lights out.
Yeah.
And then you have Boye Mafe in a contract year coming on. He's been an integral part of all of this. Mm-hmm. You got Byron Murphy in his second year just fucking balling out. You got fucking Emin Wari, rookie, fucking defensive rookie of the year. In all honesty, it's either him or I think it's the Brown, like a linebacker for the Browns. I think is the other guy that is kind of being talked about it. But really, Emin Wari should be, because his contribution led to us getting the NFC's number 1 seed. Yeah, the Browns are dog shit. Yeah, right. So it's like, where are we at here? And then you couple all of that with DeMarcus Lawrence. Mm-hmm. Everyone thought he was washed. Everyone thought he was in the twilight of his career, coming to Seattle just to get out of, fucking Dallas. And he's been the best fucking edge rusher we have. Yeah. Leonard fucking Williams, dude.
It feels like
a second team All-Pro, probably snubbed, should be first team for the second year in a row, but he got snubbed on it last year. I don't think he made second team last year. Yeah. But he's so good. You got fucking Julian Love out there as a fucking vet. Just working it. You got Jaron Reed. You know what I mean? Like, our defense is such a fucking dope combination of age and experience. But the biggest thing about it is you wouldn't know the age of any of these motherfuckers because they're all having so much fun.
Yeah, 100%.
Our defense, they're having fun. This truly feels like the Legion of Boom Super Bowl win season because of just the way they're all playing for each other and with each other.
Mm-hmm. They listened to my focus. The O-line came through for us. It was a non-issue. Like, there was hardly any pressures that I could recall. There's a few, but nothing drastic that changed the game.
Did Darnold get sacked in that
game? I don't believe so.
Yeah.
So that was my one fear last week, and they came through. Yeah. And then that freaking 3rd and 19 or 3rd and 17.
3rd and 17.
From
Toss
K9.
Play to K9 that we've... There, I read a stat. Did you see this stat too? There have been, after that play happened, there have been 4 plays this year in the NFL that were 3rd down and 15 plus that were running plays to a running back that have picked up first downs. They've all been Seattle. Wow. All 4 of them have been Seattle.
I did not see that, but the look of Mr. Lynch.
Oh my God!
The timing of the camera, gold cinema.
Like, he was so pissed.
I think that killed I think that play killed the game for sure for the Niners. All right, so we get the win. We're in the number 1 seed. We got a bye. And you pose this question.
Yeah, man.
But who do you want to play the most and / the least going forward?
We're obviously in what you and me are in step for step here. We're in stride together of who we want to play the least, and that's the Rams in the divisional round.
Absolutely do not want to play the Rams.
I don't want to play LA in the divisional round for one specific reason. I don't want to come off of a bye first game in the postseason against that division rival.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the number one. I don't really care if we play any of the other teams in the divisional round. Mm-hmm. I think who do I want to play the most would have obviously been either the Panthers, but we now know that the Rams just won that fucking game. Yeah. So the Rams, us playing the Rams is a very realistic possibility right now.
Yep.
I think the team, and I've been saying this the whole time, I think our best case scenario is the Packers.
Yeah.
I think the Packers knocking off the Bears, which I do think is realistic because the Bears' defense, outside of leading the league in takeaways, aren't good at anything else.
Yeah.
They're good at opportune takeaways, but they're not good at like anything else.
Yeah.
And the Packers are almost fully healthy. So it's like if their offense is fully healthy, yeah, sure they get, but they haven't played a defense like ours.
Yeah,
that's the thing where I'm like, it always brings me back to the Seattle Broncos Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Best offense in the history of the league versus the best defense arguably in the history of the league.
Defense won.
Which one? And that was the whole narrative.
Yeah.
That whole fucking 2 weeks leading up to that game, right? From the conference championships to the Super Bowl was which one's going to prevail? And everyone's saying, oh, the high-powered offense, that's going to be the one.
Nope.
Well, 43-8 later, defense wins championships, and that's a saying for a reason. Offense wins games, defense wins championships, right?
Yep.
And so it's like, you can have a high-powered offense.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So I think the Packers, now that the Panthers are out, I think the Packers are the ones. And to me, I'm rooting for the Packers. If the Packers don't win tonight, I'm rooting for the Niners tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I mean, to me, I think that almost guarantees we're playing back-to-back NFC West rivals.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I think the Eagles are the only top 3 seed that can knock the Rams off.
Yeah.
If the Niners knock the Eagles off tomorrow, I don't think the Bears have a shot in hell to beat the Rams, in all honesty, because of their defense and how fucking powerful LA's offense is.
Yeah.
So, but I want a team that I'm like, fuck yes, confident going into for the divisional round to just hopefully get that win under our belt to host the NFC Championship game.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with you. I think the Packers are the one to want to face in all honesty, but it also feels good beating our 2 NFC West rivals these last, in the last 3 weeks.
Oh yeah.
And just kind of gut punching them. I mean, Rams were riding to the number 1 seed. We took them out of that, and then same with the 49ers. So, but to your point, the one I least want to face is the Rams because they're still high-powered offense and have a sneaky good defense in there. So, that brings us over to belts. Discount double check. Oh. Discount Ratchet. Ryan, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I didn't watch it.
It was Stranger Things.
No, of course
crossover.
I watched it. Of course I watched it. First thing, AJ versus Gunther this coming Monday, right? Did they not announce it? I thought they announced that they wanted that he. I thought Gunther said he wants it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's this coming Monday. Yeah, because it's going to be in a Duffelwerf or Wolfeldorf or whatever place it is. It's going to be a fucking banger.
It really is.
I know I was wrong on the pronunciation of both of those attempts, wherever it's going to be in Germany. It's going to be somewhere in Germany.
But your point is spot on. Yeah. It's going to be a banger.
It's going to be a banger. That match is going to be fucking phenomenal. I mean, you're talking about the new generation's prototype out of the fucking 80s, right? In Gunther, or even the 70s, really. He is such an old school, just beat you down wrestler.
Yeah.
Right. But AJ is also such a ring technician.
Yeah.
But also the high flyer. There's going to be some really cool fucking moments in this match, I think.
I think so too.
And just what a cool way for AJ to kind of break off into a singles run like we talked about after they lost the tag titles 2 weeks ago. I think we both said it was perfect leading into this year of being he has announced that he's retiring sometime this year.
Yeah.
And I'm also happy. Well, I guess it'll be more after this match happens and see how it all concludes and what takes place. My hope is that this is just this happens and it's done. Mm-hmm. Because I don't want the narrative of Gunther retiring AJ Styles too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's one of the things we talked about after Cena. It was just let's not have that be the case.
Yeah.
Let's just move past that and let's move on.
Because nothing can compare to that, right?
Yeah.
You just beat the GOAT. You retired.
Yeah,
him.
so you don't need to go on this
There's
run of retiring
more.
other fucking people that are trying to retire. So I think the match is going to be fucking phenomenal. I think it's going to be, no pun intended, I think it's going to be great. So
I agree with it. I really like their interaction and just AJ's slap.
The slap was beautiful. And it was unexpected.
Yeah, I didn't
wasn't
really expect
expecting
it.
that.
Yeah.
And the way Gunther played it off was perfect too, because it was like shock but anger, but also not angry enough to retaliate, because it was like in his mind he's thinking, I don't know how this is gonna go.
Yeah.
Kind of. It's like what it kind of played as,
Yeah.
right? Where he like get that slap and then AJ's just like, let's fucking go, you know?
Because-
and Gunther's like, oh, what the fuck just happened? You can almost see the wheels are spinning.
Yeah.
And he's like, I kind of don't know what to do right now. I'm kind of shocked.
And I really like that for Gunther because he's not that kind of villain, right? He's not a just go on the attack, you know, and beat down. Like he plays mind games and then just tears you down in the ring, like you said.
Yeah.
The other thing, and I don't know if this is true, but I read that AJ wants to retire early this year, not play it out. Like I heard rumors that he wants like WrestleMania and that's it.
And be done.
Which is crazy to me. That's too soon.
Yeah.
Too soon.
I know.
So,
But this motherfucker's been doing it since like 98.
I know, but
He's been wrestling for almost 40 years or 30 years.
But he's been so good in WWE.
I know,
consistent. He has been. You go through those dark years in WWE, and he's like the bright spot that carried a lot of that. You know, so
for sure.
it's just bittersweet just to see another name go down, and if it's true, going down that soon.
Yeah. My next point here is I just want to talk about the women's IC again. Becky re-wins the title. This is what I wrote. I think it's the right move.
I 100% do.
Yeah, I think it's the right move. And I don't think it's a knock on Maxine necessarily. I just think it's the right move because I think Maxine has gotten so much better because of Becky. But I don't know that if you drop the Becky feud and you put Maxine in a feud with Ivy or somebody else, that it's going to really go over all that well. Yeah. So I think giving Maxine that pump, that boost, you know, that momentum was great. And then to protect her in the loss too, having her lose in that, you know, Becky takes advantage and full weight on the ropes.
Yeah.
Right? Protects her, which I think is again the right move. I think that was very well done because it wasn't just like she beat her down, hit a manhandle slam in the middle of the ring and just fucking wiped the floor with her. It was a back and forth match. Mm-hmm. She has her in a very precarious situation in the ankle lock. She drops into it, and instead of grabbing the ropes, Becky now has that ring general kind of mentality and the, you know, that knowledge and wherewithal to be able to go back into it like a bridge pin, but use the ropes because she knows the ref can't see it.
Yeah,
I think it was just all around the right way. I said I think Maxine could quickly go stale in a title run, so putting it back on Becky, who offers now up the chance to be able to push more people in the IC picture, and you can start putting these other people in the spotlight against Becky, who has done already such a great job of just building up this young roster of the women and the mid-card women on Raw.
Yeah.
And especially with some of these NXT call-ups too, like it offers so much more than Maxine does, I think. So I think it was the right call.
No, I agree with you. I do wish the Maxine reign could have been just like a couple weeks longer.
Yeah.
But I think to your point, it did exactly what it was supposed to do. It makes Maxine a viable opponent. Like she has improved, like you said. She's got a title under her now, and she went toe to toe with Becky before losing it.
I think what this does for Maxine is it puts her in the position to realistically go for a little run, but then eventually get eliminated in the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, no, exactly.
She eliminates a handful of people. Maybe she eliminates Becky
because
in the Royal Rumble, right? Like she eliminates a handful of people. She gets down to, you know, the final 6 or even the final 4 even, and then Maxine gets eliminated, and then that pushes her to possibly Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Now she's in Money in the Bank, and maybe she comes up just short in Money in the Bank.
Yeah.
Then that leaves you to later in the year the opportunity for Elimination Chamber or Queen of the Ring. You know what I mean? Like you could look at this year potentially with the way that it has started and push Maxine to potentially win a world title by the end of the year.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it just gave her all the credibility.
My next thing here is Rio wins the tag gold.
Yep.
And again, I think it's the right move.
Yeah.
I do. I think it's the right move. I know you're hot on the Kabuki Warriors, and I love them as well. But I think what is going to be a soon match between Rio and Royal Bliss for the tag titles, because that's what they've been building since before War Games.
Yeah.
Really. Is going to be the match that everyone wants to see for the fucking tag team championships.
Yeah.
Rhea and Io against Alexa and Charlotte for the fucking tag titles is going to be killer. The potential of that match is better than any match you could put the Kabuki Warriors in, I think, in this tag division.
Yeah. What if we get a first ever women's TLC match?
Would it be what? Those two in the Kabuki Warriors? Is that what you're thinking for the
maybe,
the
or they do 4 teams. I don't know, but
I don't want that because that means Nia Jax is involved.
She probably is. I
know,
don't think you're
she's
getting
probably
out of that.
I know she's going to be fucking involved because they just.
Yeah, but anyway, that would be badass, and I think
Legend away from her.
I think you're right though. I think it was the right move. Again, it adds that excitement around the title at the right time of the year, and the Kabuki Warriors aren't bringing that. They're great in the ring.
Yeah,
they got a great gimmick. It would make a good story, being a big heel, but I just don't think they're that big of a heel right now. So I think you're right. I think Ryo was the right move.
And my banger of the night, the main event.
It was so good.
It was so good.
It was so good.
What I wrote was classic match. Like it was an instant classic, I think. Great spots. The match in and of itself, fully all around, really pushes Braun, and the loss here doesn't hurt him.
Not one bit.
I said I think it's the right move. Again, I've said this a lot on Raw, but there's a lot of things that I think were the right move here. I think this is the right move because it's the kind of match that we needed to see from Braun Breaker in order for us to actually believe that he could eventually be that guy.
Yeah.
Before this, I was not sold. Athletically, in-ring ability, 100%, but we've never seen him put on a match like this. Not once.
Yeah.
Maybe in NXT, but that's not at the caliber, right? Whoever he's facing in NXT putting on matches like this is not fucking CM Punk.
Yep. For the world title.
For the world title. So it's the biggest spotlight Braun Breaker has ever been in, hands down, inarguably, and he fucking answered the call 100%. I just don't think he's there yet. I don't think it's his time to be champion, and I think that's okay. It's Punk's time right now, so I think it would have been wrong for him to have dropped it here in the first real feud that he's had as champion, for him to then drop it.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot bigger storyline and picture here moving into WrestleMania season and everything. Again, like you just said, with Becky and Rhea and Io being those, the money, the ticket sellers.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker's not the one selling the fucking tickets here. It's CM Punk.
Yeah.
Right. So that's another factor into it. But I just, all around, the match was fantastic. You get the interference, which was obviously expected. But then you get Ray and Ray, Penta, and fucking Dragon Lee.
Yeah. Why couldn't
it have been Ray Phoenix?
I think we're heading that way. I think there's rumors heading that way that we're getting the Lucha Bros.
Well, it was they fucking showed up together in a promo for AAA.
Yeah.
But then Penta got hurt.
Yeah.
So then I don't think anything actually fucking came of that. But still, when it first happened, I was like, oh my God, is it the fucking Lucha Bros? And I was like, fuck no, that's Dragon Lee. It's so hard to tell the difference.
It's true, very
Dragon
similar.
Lee and Ray Phoenix are very similarly built. The masks look very similar sometimes.
Yeah.
Like
one wears shorts though, and one wears pants. That's the only difference.
But still, I was just like, fuck. But still, like you get the interference and you get them drive them out, brings it back to the focus, and I think it was done tastefully. I don't think it took anything away from the match.
Yeah. No, I think You said it right. I think the match was a classic from the get-go. The mind games CM Punk played with the varsity jacket coming out.
Yeah.
Homage to Rick Steiner there and everything. And then going into
headset.
I know, right?
He should have had the wrestling headset.
I think that'd be too on the nose.
It would have been fucking hilarious.
But
he's done so many things.
True.
The Cena fucking he came out straight up and rapped.
True. But no, it was so good. It was a great culmination to that feud and everything. Yeah. And it elevates Braun Breaker
for sure.
To get him to that level. That brings me over to SmackDown.
It sure do.
I watched some SmackDown, and I'm going to get the negative out of the way, because I only have one negative.
Good.
I mean, there's some other things, but it wasn't in my talking points. So.
I had no negatives.
Oh, really?
There was no negatives there. I didn't say anything negative.
Oh, no. In your Raw.
Yeah,
I was talking about SmackDown.
Raw. Yeah,
I was like...
No. There's typically plenty of negatives to come from SmackDown most nights.
The Wyatt Six and MFTs, both groups, I'm kind of over both of them.
I'm over it all.
Like, the Wyatt Six are, like, they came in murdering people. They're not doing that.
Yeah.
Like, they're not even that creepy anymore. There was a couple, like, weeks where I was like, all right, I'm on them, but they're not doing anything.
They're the tag champions, and they've defended it once in the last, like, 17 years, and it ended in no contest.
Yeah. The MFTs are just boring. I've given them their due. Everyone can listen to the podcast. I am very generous with them and have been on their side.
And I would like to take a moment to say, I told you so. I have not been on the side of the MFTs. I thought they were fucking bullshit, boring. Since the fucking moment Solo took over the fucking bloodline, I thought they were boring.
Yep.
So
I'm just
outside of Jacob Fat too.
I'm over it now. I don't think there's any helping these groups. And then you have Uncle Howdy eat the pin in this match.
Yeah.
I just think it was all around bad booking.
Yep.
And they're continuing this feud, obviously. Yeah. The lantern was stolen. The feud is going on.
Yep. Well, but I knew the MFTs were going to win.
I did not.
I did because they're setting up the them trying to take the tag gold.
Yeah, true.
I was like, okay, the MFTs were probably going to win this match. But then to do it in the way that they did it, and it kind of happened out of nowhere too. It wasn't like a big moment in the match. It was just like, oh shit, that happened. Oh wow, that was a 3 count. What the fuck?
Yeah,
kind of thing. It was very anticlimactic and very underwhelming of a match, all in all.
Yeah,
like every time, fucking Tala and Eric Rowan get in the ring. It's like they're all trying to build this up as it's fucking Taker and Kane facing off against each other.
Yeah.
And it's like it's fucking the Great Khali against fucking fucking give me another
Giant Gonzalez.
Yeah, Giant Gonzalez. Yeah. Exactly. But that's what it is. It's like neither of you are even that intimidating of big dudes.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not believable.
Yeah, I'm over it, and I try to give everyone their due, and be positive. It's not working. It's not working.
It's not.
And I don't think there's any saving it now. So get over it.
Yeah.
All right, Carmelo Hayes. We've been singing his praise, and he is so good
every week, man.
Just so good.
It's another rung on the motherfucking ladder.
I mean, no knock on Nakamura or anything.
No,
but
not at all.
He's slowing down, and you can obviously see it, but they put on a banger of a match.
Yeah, it was great.
But I got to talk about Carmelo Hayes selling in this match. It was unbelievable. His leg injury, him calling out Charles
was fucking great.
Just
dude,
gold.
He hit the fucking springboard backward DDT off of one leg. Like he actually only planted on one leg on the rope and hit it beautifully, and I was like, "What?" And then to fucking announcer, can't stand him.
The Wade
Barrett.
Yeah,
Wade Barrett, to his credit, acknowledged that happened.
Yeah.
You know, and I was like, that is fucking commentating. That's perfect. Like you are taking the sell job of the performer and you are now then overselling it through the microphone.
Yeah.
That's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
That's fucking and Jerry Lawler status commentating right there.
Yeah.
You know, they are taking the storytelling that the performers are putting on in the ring and then they are amplifying it.
Yeah.
It was fucking
It was so
fucking
good,
good.
and
It was gold.
I cannot say enough good things about Hayes. I think what they've done with the U.S. Championship this year has been, or last year going into this year,
it's been one of the best things that WWE's put on.
Yeah, it just from Sammy
winning it. It's just been nothing but absolute 24 karat gold.
Yeah, God, it just every match too. It just good props to them. I love it. I love Carmelo Hayes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Hayes, we're going to go to his ex-partner, Trick Willie. He is shining in all the right ways. He's one of the next big things. He did not miss a beat with Randy Orton in the ring. The way that whole segment played out with Miz coming out and then just him selling things, waiting for his match to play. But his promo against Orton is just, he's got the gift of gab. He does the look. He's great in the ring. And it's just so good. He's got everything. And then to have that banger of a match with Rey Fenix
it was
so good. The way he won the match is perfect for his character. Yep. That's how you do a roll-up pin.
Yeah.
FYI.
Yeah.
That's how you do it where no one gets mad at it.
Yep. Yeah, for sure. Can I say one qualm here?
Okay. Yeah.
And it has nothing to do with Trick Williams. Nothing against Trick Willie here. Nothing against the Miz. Nothing against fucking Rey Fenix. Nothing against Orton at all. I think it's more about the booking and creative in these situations. The last 2 weeks now, you have one of the best talkers on the microphone in Randy Orton. Hasn't been able to actually fucking spit a promo.
He hasn't said
on the
anything.
Mic. He's barely talked. Like, dude, let's
and he's been gone for so long.
Exactly. That's the thing where I'm like, let's let this motherfucker, let's let him get off his chest what he wants to get off his chest. Like, let's let him actually initiate the idea that he's gunning for what would be his 15th world title.
Yeah.
Like, he's on a finite timeline here.
Yeah.
You know, he's only got a handful of years maybe left.
Yeah. I mean, he's been doing it just as long as Cena.
You
and
know
he's
goddamn well that he wants 18.
Yep.
So let's start building that fucking narrative and let's let him actually do it on the microphone.
Yeah.
That's the only issue I had with it. Trick Williams I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited about it.
Hell yeah, man.
So,
and that brings me to the banger of the night. Mr. McIntyre prayed for this, and it happened. He wins. In all honesty, a shocker to me. Like, I wanted him to win. We both wanted him to win, and he does it. And the way it all unfolded at the end of the match, where we get a returning Jacob Fatu attacking Drew, I was like, here it is. This is why he won't win. But they flipped the narrative on us, and Fatu goes after Cody as well, and Drew wins. And he's our champion. Now, my worry here is that it's not going to be a long reign. But I could be wrong as well. But it doesn't make sense long term going into WrestleMania with just what I thought was going to play out. But I'm not a writer for WWE, so what do you think? You got qualms.
I do. I love that Drew won this match. I've been saying it for months now that I think Cody's run as champion is stale. Mm-hmm. I'm over it. Drew deserves it. He has been nothing but perfection since the start of the Punk feud.
Yep.
Or
even before
that.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, that was what really drove home this fucking heel woe is me character.
Yeah.
Right? There's one thing that can happen in the next however long, that is going to make me have a better taste in my mouth about the way this match ended. And that is if Cody gets his rematch and Drew cleanly wins the match.
Yeah.
I think that's the part of it that actually bothered me. Now, I 100% acknowledge and I get and I do agree with this, that it's been almost every time he's had the title, won the title, had a chance to win the title, whatever it was, something has happened that has led to him losing, and there has been all these things, and that's been his entire character arc for the last 3 years almost, right? Has been...
Which makes that perfect for this win.
Which exactly, and that's I'm acknowledging that 100%. I still just it left a bad taste in my mouth.
It did, because it did me too.
Because I'm like, I personally I felt like all of these things that Drew's been saying and we've acknowledged are like, he's not wrong, like he's not lying, he's not making shit up, he's telling the actual truth of things that are happening.
Yeah.
I thought the best way to rectify all of that would have been to have him cleanly beat Cody.
Yeah.
And the fact that they didn't, I think, was less playing into that narrative and more just to protect the Golden Boy.
Of course.
Right?
Of course.
Like, I don't think I would be willing to bet against there being anybody in creative that was like, oh, this totally plays into this story arc for Drew. Mm-hmm. It's no, we don't want Cody to eat a clean loss here.
Yeah, agreed.
And so for me, I'm like, Saturday night's main event maybe, or no, because I guess whoever the champion is defending it at Royal. So Drew's defending it at the Royal Rumble now,
but not against Cody.
Cody's gonna end up in one of these fucking matches.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like Cody's gonna end up in one of these fucking matches. Either that or they're going to have fucking Cody win the Rumble again. Some fucking bullshit.
No. Please, no. God, no.
I know. No. But I don't know. I feel like this obviously isn't over.
Yeah. I mean, but that's what a 3 stages of hell is supposed to be, the end of a thing.
I know, but it didn't end. This is the only one of 3 stages of hell that hasn't ended in a fucking clean way.
Yeah.
Right? This is only the 5th one in 25 years, and it's the only one, to my knowledge, that didn't end clean.
True.
Right? This ended with fucking interference. Like, everything in the current fucking product of wrestling has to, because they're afraid to hurt anybody's feelings.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I don't know. I love that Drew's champion. I want Drew to be champion. I've wanted this for a fucking long time. I've been saying it for a minute that I want Drew to be champion. I just don't feel like this is the way to fucking do it.
Yeah. I mean,
and like, as much as it does play into his character, I feel like it just hurt it almost more so.
It was a little let down for me that it wasn't clean, because the match was killer.
Like, to me, that it was great. And that would have been like, boom, we're establishing Drew as this fucking heel champion.
Mm-hmm. You know Drew's gonna sell it, though. He's gonna sell it.
Oh, I know.
Just the way we need it to be.
And he will, because he's that good.
Yeah,
he is that good, and he will. But it's still just like, it would have been the overall like climactic finish to this feud to just have him outright win the fucking match.
Yeah.
Even if it was falling out of the cage, but Cody cost himself, that would have been better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Drew still is wearing the watch or something, and they're fighting, and Cody sees it, and he's fucking struggling with him, and he rips it off him, and Drew falls out of the cage and wins.
That would have been cool.
That would have been storytelling. That would have been fucking beautiful. But and I get the whole Drew coming, or Jacob coming back and interfering, because that was what the whole narrative was that Drew's the one that attacked him, and my assumption would be that is what they're going to play into here. And who knows? Hopefully this leads to fucking Jacob versus Drew at WrestleMania for the title or something. I don't know.
Maybe.
But there's bad taste in my mouth after this match. I had really high hopes and high expectations for it. And 98% of it lived up to it, because the all-around whole thing was fucking great.
Yeah.
Until that, I was just like, fuck. It was just another one of those where I'm just like, God damn it, man.
The waters to WrestleMania are very murky for me now. I have no clue what's going to happen on that side of things.
Yeah.
I
don't know what's going to happen on Raw either.
That's true.
Because my assumption here would be that Braun has to take a step back. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah.
He just cleanly lost a match for the title. Like he can't just be like, I need to get another rematch. Like,
yeah.
You didn't lose the title and deserve a rematch. You just lost the shot at it.
Yeah.
So now who is that person going to be? I feel like, and fucking, God damn it. In all honesty, both of these situations that happened on Monday and Friday kind of perfectly set up the fucking road to WrestleMania with the Royal Rumble. Because neither of them are actually in like there's no like clear cut feud happening with either title now.
Yeah.
So it's like this actually opens the door for the Royal Rumble winner to truly pick the title.
Yeah.
And not have to, where like last year it was like Jay won, but Cody was kind of already in a thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So
true.
It kind of opens that up.
True.
God damn it.
It's going to be an interesting ride.
Speaking of the Royal Rumble, Tim.
Belts question of the week. I pose this. If you could change the winner of one Royal Rumble, which would it be? But there's a catch because it's me. Here's the catch. You can only pick the runner-up in said Rumble, and the results at WrestleMania would still be the same. So I put an example here.
Yep. That totally makes sense.
2023, Gunther gets the win over Cody and would go on to lose to Roman Reigns at WrestleMania.
Yep.
So who do you got that you would change out?
This is going to be controversial. I think this is going to be controversial because of what I'm like the history here.
Yeah.
And like what I'm changing and like what we know now. Like I might say this and you might be like, what the fuck? I don't know.
Okay.
2001 Royal Rumble.
I almost did the same.
Really?
I almost did the same. And I almost verbatim wrote, this is controversial.
Yeah. So, okay. So let me actually just read what I wrote because I like actually wrote all this out. So this is controversial because of what it's changing. Some of the best feuds and matches in history. Right. So, but 2001. In this scenario, Kane beat Steve Austin in the Royal Rumble, which obviously changes Stone Cold being a 3-time Royal Rumble winner, holding that record currently, going on and beating The Rock at WrestleMania 17 in a no disqualification match in what I believe was the final of their multiple matches too.
No,
that wasn't.
19 in Seattle was.
Oh,
it was a
right.
trilogy.
That's right. Now, anyways, regardless, I wrote Kane beats Austin. He then turns around and wins the world title at WrestleMania 17 in a no DQ match over The Rock. I said this would establish Kane as a huge player in the main event field, especially knowing how not too long after this, Austin retires and The Rock leaves for Hollywood. Mm-hmm. Right? So this would have been the right move in hindsight, I think. And it also, with you saying that the results at Mania stayed the same, I butterfly affected this. That would have then also put Steve Austin beating Raven and Big Show in a triple threat match for the hardcore title at WrestleMania 17.
Yep.
Which would have been a fucking cool scenario to have Steve Austin in the fucking hardcore picture, because I don't know that ever happened.
Nope.
So that would have been kind of fucking cool. Yeah. But all in all, I just wrote, also, it's crazy to think about this. Absolutely fucking ridiculous, I think. To think, and I think this is absolutely inarguable, I think Kane is the best performer of all time to never win a Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think that's hands down. I don't think there's even somebody closer. He is the best performer of all time that never won the Royal Rumble, but he, to my knowledge, still holds the most eliminations in Royal Rumble. Or did somebody surpass that recently?
Reigns beat it or something. Someone beat it or tied it at least.
Yeah, well, fuck, there was like a fucking 6-year span where Roman was the runner-up every fucking year.
Yep.
But still, like,
But that would be the year for Kane to win too, because he set that mark in that Rumble.
Yeah, and he went.
And I think that was the biggest chance to make his character.
That was the most in one Rumble was what he set, was like 11 eliminations or something in that Rumble. I meant, doesn't Kane hold the record all time eliminations?
Yeah,
that's what I was saying before.
I think so.
I think Kane holds the record for most ever eliminations in a Royal Rumble match, because he was in every fucking Royal Rumble of his career almost.
Yeah.
And eliminated multiple people every time.
Yeah.
But that would have put him at, it was either 11 or 12, and it would have put him at 12 or 13 or whatever had he won and knocked Steve Austin out.
Yeah.
And it's like, in hindsight, it took another, fucking like 7 years or whatever for Kane to actually like,
I think 9 years.
To win the world title?
Yeah.
Right?
It was
like 09 or 2010 when he won the world heavyweight title as fucking bald, unmasked Kane.
Yeah.
How fucking cool would it have been to have Kane, fucking actual Kane, 3 years into his career, fucking winning the world title as the actual fucking Demon Kane.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. No,
So-
I when I asked this, that was like my go-to answer, and I was like, but then I kept thinking about it. I was like, WrestleMania 17 is arguably one of the best, if not the best WrestleManias of all time, and to take away Stone Cold versus The Rock in that top spot, it's what sold that show and everything. It would be hard to do, but it was, like I said, I had it written down and then I changed my answer, and it's not going to be as exciting anymore, because that is a cool answer, and I do think Kane should have won. But my answer is the 2016 Royal Rumble, where it was for the championship. It was the year Triple H won.
The Rumble was for the title?
Yeah.
Oh.
And Dean Ambrose was the runner-up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dean Ambrose should have won
100%.
and gone on to face Roman Reigns. And Roman Reigns would have won, but the story there with the Shield
would have been
everything.
Yeah, it would have
been perfect.
Way too good.
And just Triple H wasn't the same, during that time frame.
No.
It should have gone to Ambrose.
It was one of those where like he probably should have retired 6 years before that. Like honestly, like in all honesty, like I love Triple H. I loved his whole career, but he was one that pushed it probably a little too far past, he outkicked his coverage on his career a little bit, I think. To the point where it was like he's trying to do things and he kept getting hurt or whatever. He just couldn't keep up anymore, and it was obvious, where it's like you don't want that.
Yeah. I don't think he had any business being in the title picture there. He was doing his authority thing, and that was cool, but you didn't need to be that champion. So I get why probably it was another effort to just push Roman Reigns and have the ultimate authority figure at the time going against him. But I think Dean Ambrose could have pushed a better story. It would have taken away what I thought ended up being a lousy match, which was Dean Ambrose versus Brock Lesnar at that WrestleMania in a hardcore no DQ match. It was a throwaway match.
Who won that one?
Brock Lesnar. So
yeah. So, and I mean, like did Dean Ambrose ever win a world title in the WWE?
He did.
Okay. I couldn't remember.
He won the money. It was
that's
Seth
right.
Rollins.
That's right. Yeah.
It was Money in the Bank. Seth Rollins won the title from Roman Reigns in the main event, and then Dean Ambrose cashed in, which was a whole Shield story in itself.
That's right. I totally fucking spaced on that.
Well, that brings us to
Blockbusters!
Action. Yeah. That brings us over our focus features. We got Ryan Tonga over there.
Oh.
I changed my focus feature.
I know you did.
I had one thing,
Yeah,
but
did.
then this trailer.
You pulled a me.
This trailer came out, and holy hell.
Yeah.
We got the movie called Undertone, and this might be a first, but both our focus features are A24 films.
Oh yeah,
They're both same studio.
Truth.
Dropping some trailers this week. Anyways, Undertone. Synopsis: a podcast host, right on the nose there, covering spooky content, moves in to care for her dying mother. When sent recordings of a pregnant couple's paranormal encounters, she discovers their story parallels hers, each tape pushing her toward madness. Cast is a bunch of people I really don't know, but
Yeah, I don't know a single one of these people, but
Nina Curie, Chris Holden Reed, Michelle Duquette, Kiana Lynn Bastien-Dassand, Sarah Bowden, Saled Calderon, and Adam DeMarco. The release date for this is March 13th of this year, and the platform is going to be in the theaters. What did you think of this?
I'm going to tell you right now, there's probably not a shot in hell I'm watching this movie.
Because of how creepy it looks?
Yeah, dude. This, you have posted some shit over the year and a half, little over now a year and a half that we've been doing this show. And there have been times where I've said, "God damn, dude! Whatever you posted is like, fuck. I've never been this uncomfortable watching." I wanted to stop. I wanted to turn off the fucking trailer for this. I'm good with horror movies, but there are certain levels of horror movies where I'm like, it's not for me. This tops that fucking category. I'm like, I don't think I'm gonna watch this movie, dude. I don't think it. So if you text me in 8 months and you're like, toasted or trash, Undertone, I'm not watching it. This is not going to be blockbusting. Like, I don't know that I will watch this movie, dude. This fucking legitimately had me creeped the fuck out.
It is super creepy, and
super fucking creepy.
I think one of the things that creeps me out in horror movies is sounds.
Yeah,
and this just leans all into that.
That's like almost the entirety of the tone of horror movies revolves around the fucking noises and the sounds. And this is almost all this is, because the entire thing is out of her fucking headphones.
Yeah,
I didn't like it.
It
looks fantastic. Don't get me wrong. Like I'm not.
Yeah.
My little bitch fears are not overriding the obvious understanding of. It looks like it's going to be great. Could potentially, it could have the potential of, being the best horror movie of 2026.
Yeah.
I just don't think I want to watch it. It's not for me.
This
is not for me.
And that's fair, and good to know where the line is with you on that. But
you've come close. You've pushed the envelope a few times, good sir. But this one topped the old cake there.
Yeah. No, I legit. This looks super scary.
Yeah. It yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, mine a little less on the scary side here,
more on the brutal side.
Yes, we have the death of Robin Hood. The synopsis for this is: in the film, grappling with his past after a life of crime and murder, Robin Hood finds himself gravely injured after a battle he thought would be his last. In the hands of a mysterious woman, he is offered a chance at salvation. The cast of this is Hugh Jackman, Jodie Comer, Bill Skarsgård, and Noah Jupe. And the release date will be sometime in 2026. It didn't have an actual full-blown set date yet, but it'll be sometime this year, and it will be out in theaters. The beginning of this, the music to it, and tonally of the beginning of the trailer was like, I was watching in my office, and one of my coworkers, he was like, "Is that a horror movie version of Robin Hood?" And I was like, I honestly don't know yet. And then as the trailer plays through, it's like, okay, it's obviously not a horror movie, but it is definitely a much darker, grittier take on the legend of Robin Hood.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
And Hugh fucking Jackman, of all people, are playing him.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
I mean, Hugh Jackman played Logan.
Yeah, man.
In that movie, the old Logan, and we get old Robin Hood, essentially. It's kind of a parallel universe going on there. But the movie looks fantastic. It's a fresh take on it. I know there's been quite a bit of Robin Hoods out there, and the last one with Jamie Foxx, and I can't think of the main actor, but just wasn't for me. It wasn't all that great. So I like a new take on it, and what a studio to take over that.
Yeah.
A24.
I just
and
thought the trailer for this looked so
the music for it
brutal.
was
The
just-
music was great. It was like it was cinematically like just shot. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Looking, right? Like dark, gritty, but it's like gorgeous at the same time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I don't know. I was like, I was waiting for something. I think I put this on like Thursday, maybe Wednesday or Thursday is when I put this on, because I had seen some other stuff come out and I added some of the stuff to the news, right?
Yeah.
To our next point here. But I was like, none of them were things that I was like, this is my focus feature. And then this dropped and I watched it and I was like, here it is. This is the thing. This is what I want it to be.
Yeah.
So
yeah. This is
man.
gonna, I think it's going to be a good one.
yeah.
What's in the news?
We got the official trailer, the full official trailer now for The Beauty, which was my focus feature either last week or the week before. I can't remember.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Because that was just a teaser trailer for it. We got the official trailer, and I'm even more fucking excited for this.
I'm more in too.
It looks like, I love the fact that this gave us like, it was just like a full trailer almost purely based on the building of the evil of Ashton Kutcher's character.
Yeah.
Right? And I was like, oh, I'm in.
Yeah.
I've never, to my knowledge, we've never seen Ashton Kutcher in a role like this.
No, definitely not.
He's either been like the heartthrob, the lovable dummy kind of character. I don't think we've ever seen him in a villainous role, and if we have, I've never seen that movie or show or whatever it was. So, I'm here for this. This looks so good.
I didn't know this is based off a comic either. So
I didn't either.
So I like to go back and kind of check that out. But
I didn't even do the research to realize that.
But yeah, no, it's this trailer does everything it needs to. Got me excited for the show. So
yeah,
let's go. Speaking of excitement,
next up we have the third of the 4 released teaser trailers for Avengers Doomsday. This was the X-Men themed trailer here. It starts off, you got Magneto talking, and you have, I think you have some dialogue actually back and forth between Magneto and Xavier.
Yeah.
But you have them talking, and then it like pans through the X mansion, and then it like pans to like the hand. I think they were where they kind of like grasped each other's hands kind of thing. That panned up to Charles Xavier and then shows Magneto, and they're old, right? I mean, like the two old actors are fucking old as hell. Still fantastic, but shows them in their much older state in what looks to be a like war-torn
the mansion.
the X mansion. Yeah. And then it cuts to the very end of the trailer, and you get James Marsden's Scott Summers Cyclops like dropping onto his knees and taking the fucking visor off and just boom, just blasting the fucking his laser eyes
with sentinels in the background.
Sentinels, full blown fucking like it's just the feet of sentinels you see walking around in the background. There are theories here because of the thematics of the prior two being the paternal situations, right? With Chris Evans, obviously Captain America having a baby.
Yeah.
And then Thor talking to Odin to give him power, talking the entire thing, the entirety of it is surrounding around his adoptive daughter, Love.
Yeah.
Well, in the comics, Scott Summers has 2 kids. One kid specifically that he has is, I think is it Nathan Summers? Can't remember his actual name, but that person happens to be Cable.
Ah.
And as we found out in, I believe, Deadpool and Wolverine, that the Fox world of X-Men, which is the same world, obviously, that Deadpool is from. That we found that out, that they're the same world, right? Because Logan, the death of Wolverine and Logan is what led to Wolverine, because he was the anchor being. Is what led to the entirety of Doomsday, or not Doomsday, Daredevil Wolverine.
Deadpool Wolverine.
Fuck me. Deadpool and Wolverine.
We got there.
Goddamn. So many words. D words. Doomsday, Daredevil, Doctor Doom. Fuck. Yes, Daredevil and Wolverine is in the same realm or the same world as the Fox X-Men franchise, which means that Josh Brolin's Cable is Cyclops' son.
Yeah.
So there's some interesting things taking place there.
Hell yeah.
We don't know where or when this takes place, right?
Yeah.
We don't know exactly what's happening, but there's that. With the expectation that the fourth and final teaser trailer for it is going to drop this Tuesday, with the full blown, because that's how it's been, right? It's like it's come out ahead of Fire and Ash, and then they've put it on the internet, the following Tuesday every week. So the fourth one came out this last week, and then it's expected that it'll drop on Tuesday, with the full-blown trailer for Doomsday expected to drop during the Super Bowl.
Oh.
That's what I've read. So, yeah.
Each one is just hyping me up more. This one, I think, was the best of the three so far.
Yeah, I think they're just getting... Well, because this was like...
It's just building
like the first one was just music and like the re-glimpse of Captain America, and now he's holding a baby, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
It says, Steve Rogers will be back. And then Thor gets some talking, but there's not really anything going on. It's just him talking and showing the glimpse of love. And then you get this, and it's like there's still the talking, there's the there's the narration going on, but then you actually get a little bit of some shit going on.
Yeah, there's definitely something that's going on. You got like you said, a worn-torn mansion going on, and then you got a Cyclops as well. And can we talk about how he is in comic accurate costume as well?
Minus the trunks. He didn't have the yellow trunks,
but still as
in the blue
with the
blue
yellow
get up with the yellow sash or whatever it is across him.
So cool.
Yes.
So cool. And then rumor says they played with that scene with Cyclops, and that maybe there's someone dead in front of him. They just didn't put them in that scene.
Yeah, because the Marvel has definitely been known to edit out situations.
Yes.
Right.
So definitely one of my favorite ones so far. I'm hyped for the next release and then the full trailer.
Yeah. Next up, we have The Eye. It's a new movie coming out. Essentially, this gal and her fiance or husband, I think it was husband, are on vacation on this island somewhere, and the husband ends up drowning, and then the gal ends up going back to this place to, I think, just for closure or whatever, and then some things play out here, and she ends up getting told by the local people that there is this thing, entity or some belief system of some form that if that you can bring somebody back by taking a life. And so this entire thing this entire movie is kind of, it seems, at least by the trailer, that it's kind of revolving around like her moral tug of war of like, ooh, can she do that, is and the push and pull, and then the more not paranormal kind of, I guess, to a sense, right? But that kind of realm of like the spirits and all the stuff start to come into play, and then they're like her mentals are kind of unwinding. Yeah, I guess is a way to say it. What'd you think of it?
I thought it was a great trailer. It kind of loosely reminds me of the Skeleton Key, kind of weird vibes to that a little bit. You just
I can see that for sure.
Yeah, that's kind of what it reminded me of. But you found another trailer where it's just like not it doesn't seem like well known right now.
Yeah.
And I'm excited for that. I like the premise of it. It's different, and I like the tug of war that the main character is going through with this, because you obviously would want to do anything to bring back a loved one, right?
Yeah.
And
but then when it comes
what
down to it, like, exactly at what cost? So
it's like, it looks horror kind of
there's
genre,
definitely
but
horror themes,
but not
in this.
full on. So
I think it is dubbed a psychological thriller.
Yeah,
which is I think probably the most accurate. But typically psychological thrillers definitely have some pretty strong horror themes.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So, next up we have Agatha Christie's Seven Dials trailer.
Yeah, this is a follow up.
Yeah.
Me and Justin talked on this.
Shit.
This was my focus feature for that episode. But this is a new trailer.
The episodes that I'm not a part of, that I just listen to, I forget these things. But still, this is an actual trailer
This
for
was
it.
an actual
So this was the full trailer
Yeah.
for it that was released. So still worth being in the news.
Yeah.
A murder mystery that
by Holly.
stars Helena Bonham Carter.
Yep.
Can't ask for anything better, in my honest opinion.
Miss Bellatrix.
She is one of the best actresses
She gets full on in
of
characters.
the last
like, yeah.
fucking 30 years almost. Honestly, like, she might be the most underrated actress of all time.
Yeah.
Like, because she is so fucking good
Yeah.
at everything she does. But almost, like, very rarely is she given full credit for what she is doing.
Yeah.
Because I don't even know if it's that she's not given credit. I think it's that the credit she ends up being overshadowed by somebody else. You know, half of her fucking things have come opposite of Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Hard to fucking compete, but
Yeah.
god damn it, does she do it?
Yep.
You know, so
Hell yeah, man. I'm excited for this one. I was excited for it then, and this trailer just pushes that. I didn't know this. I thought it was a movie when I first talked about it, but then this trailer reveals that it's a 3-episode thing going on Netflix. So
yeah.
we got 3 episodes. Makes it feel like a long movie. I'm all down for a murder mystery.
Yeah.
And Agatha Christie's movies so far have not disappointed in my eyes, so
Yeah.
I'm here for it.
Sam, we're ready to rock.
I got a few things to talk on. They Will Kill You was my original focus feature. It kind of, to your earlier point, it wasn't like a movie that I'm like super excited for, and that's why it got taken, down by Undertone, but it looks promising.
Yeah.
This movie is Zazie Beetz taking on, she's a maid for this hotel. Little does she know she's going to be a sacrifice for whatever activities are going on.
I watched this trailer even before you put it on as your focus feature. And I watched it and I was like, okay, but it didn't really like do much for me. And the reason being, because I feel like it's really just like a combination of
Please be the same things I'm thinking of.
John Wick and Ready or Not.
Yeah, exactly. 100%.
Like, but it's not even John Wick. It's the fucking prequel. Why am I forgetting the name of the fucking hotel?
Oh,
the prequel show.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess one of the John Wick movies like almost fully takes place with him just fighting his way out of the hotel too, right? So it's that same idea, but then it's Ready or Not.
100%. That's what I got from it.
That's where I was like, I feel like this is just kind of a knockoff of 2 fairly recent things put together. But you know what? There's been a lot of stuff that is played off of other things, or has seemed like it has, if it hasn't actually, and they've been good. So it just wasn't like one where I was like, oh yeah, I'm super stoked about this. But then when you had it on as your focus feature, I was like, okay, yeah, cool. Like I can see it for sure. I can see it. And then when I saw you knocked it off, I was like, I can see that for sure. And then I watched I was like, I know why you did this, but god damn it. But yeah,
Yeah, I had the same thoughts as you. I literally was like, "This is John Wick
and
meets Ready or Not,"
Yeah.
and it was just fresh in my head because I went through and watched all of John Wick, and we just watched Ready or Not and everything.
Yeah.
The only qualm to the trailer and what really didn't, it feels like it showed the whole movie in this trailer.
Yeah, that's
Like-
one of the things that I was thinking too. Is I was like, I feel like every character they showed Zazie Beetz kill.
Yeah, I mean,
So I'm like, what's
gonna be left?
Yeah.
And
Unless
did it
it's
have-
unless it's just a really well done trailer and those are just like the henchmen and there's something like way fucking worse coming at her that they didn't show, which is totally possible. But it definitely feels like in the trailer that you're like, you just killed everybody in the trailer, so why do I need to watch this movie?
yeah, that was my only qualm,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, that's why it was so easy to knock off for me. So
Yeah.
next up, and this one I'm pretty stoked about.
Yeah.
The Wrecking Crew. It's a Prime movie coming out with Mr. Dave Bautista.
Yes,
and,
it is.
And Jason Momoa. And what looks to be similar to a Bad Boys / Tango and Cash.
Like, yeah, it's like Bad Boys and Tango and Cash had a baby that then grew up and fucked the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yes. This movie
Because
looks
like
wild.
the visuals of this, I was like, this looks like it's in the world of the Fast and
Oh,
Furious.
yeah.
Right? Like there was a point where I think they were driving the motorcycles and they're like on that one road that's like next to the water, and I was like, I feel like it's Jason Momoa driving away from the last Fast movie, Fast
Yeah.
10, right? Fast X or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Like I was like, I feel like that's like the same fucking place that they're at. But it looks fucking great. It looks funny. It looks super like thrilling and action packed, and it's fucking Batista and Jason Momoa.
I think Momoa has found his lane with these action
Yeah.
comedy roles.
Yeah,
Like,
for
he just
sure.
fits so well. And fun fact, Momoa has been in movies with like every single wrestler gone actor. He's in the Street Fighter movie with Cody and Roman.
Wait,
He's
who is?
Jason Momoa.
Oh, yeah.
He's been in almost every wrestler gone actor movie. He's been with John Cena in the Fast
He's been
movies.
with Cena. He's been with The Rock.
Yep.
Right? Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. He's been with The Rock. Yeah. Yep. Cody and Roman, Batista now.
It's wild.
Gotta
we gotta get him into the wrestling world.
We gotta get him into the next Marine with Randy Orton and The Miz.
I'm just stoked for
Or
this
no,
movie.
Randy Orton was the follow up to
The
12 rounds.
12 rounds,
Right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Stone Cold.
They need to do a 12 rounds and the Marine 12 crossover where Jason Momoa was the bad guy and it's Randy Orton and The Miz
There you go.
trying to team up to take him on. And then they capture him, right? They capture him, and then he gets put into the Condemned 2, or maybe 3 if they made a second Condemned, I'm not sure, where Stone Cold ends up somehow back into the world. Then it'd be like, you did everything outside of Hulk Hogan, who
Yeah.
is dead, so
Yeah.
you can't. But
Yeah.
anyways.
And that leads me to the last what's in the news. Jackass 5 has been confirmed for this year out on Paramount Plus, and it's going to be June 26th release.
I'm curious though, because Johnny Knoxville gave no details about this. He just said Jackass will be back in 2026. So things I've read are saying like, is this truly another Jackass film? Like a new one? Or could it be a show? Or is it just like a re-release?
Oh.
With like bonus footage or something from one of the old ones? Like, is it actually a new one? But they have gone on to say, because like they straight up all said after Jackass 2 that they would never do it again.
And then there was 4.
And then they did 3, and then they did 4. So the Johnny Knoxville in interviews and stuff has said like, well, we never say never now, because like we said never after number 2, and we did 3, and then we did 4. So, but after Jackass Forever, he had said like he is done, because he had said that he has pretty much given everything he can to the franchise, and he said that like you only get so many chances before something goes terribly wrong. Yeah, and that he is like, I feel so blessed to be able to be walking around today after the chances I've taken. Yeah, and
there was a big scare in number 4.
Yeah, with the bull, right? Wasn't that the bull? Yeah. Wasn't that the thing where like he got like hella concussed or something and was almost really bad? After 4, he had gone on and said like the franchise isn't gonna be done. Like these new people. I think that's why they did Jackass Forever, was to introduce this new group of people, because there's a lot of new people in that they were introducing to do all these things. And he had said that like a future installment could potentially be like revolving around them, where some of us come in for just like some fun. Like maybe it's not him and fucking Chris Pontius and all Steve-O and all of them like fucking taking all of this bullshit now. Where like Steve-O's fucking clean and sober and has been for years, and I'm sure he doesn't like, he was fucking high all the time putting himself through all that shit. So it's gonna be interesting to see what it actually is, what actually comes of it.
It's just it's a fun thing though. At the same time, it's nostalgic.
Absolutely.
And like, it's one movie where I'm like, I don't care to see it, but then when I put it on, I'm all into it and love it.
I think it's something of our generation, right? Because it was, and I'm like on the younger end of this generation, right? Where like I really know this stuff because my brothers are a few years older than me, right? Yeah. But at the same time, like I think it's like our I would say that like the 10-year gap from me to before me, probably somewhere in the age range. Jackass is some of the reason why you and me do the fucking shit that we just did in your front yard for the cash in. Right? Like, like seriously, there is that fucking mentality to a point of where like we grew up watching this shit, where it's just like, yeah, fuck it, let's go for it. Yep.
I agree.
But we're not high all the time.
Yeah.
So that's what kept us from fucking attempting the one move. Yep. Like we like got halfway through and we were like, this is a bad idea. We don't want to do this anymore, because if we actually get hurt, this is gonna fucking suck. Yep. So we switched it and went for something else. So, but it is that kind of mentality of watching this and having us this be what we grew up kind of watching. Yeah. Be what leads us to this, but like the mentality of like, fuck it, we're going for it. Let's do it.
I'll never forget growing up. Just me and Alex made what we dubbed Jack Ace, and we made a video where we just did a couple stupid things, and that was our little claim to fame. But obviously, like you just said, it was what we did growing up.
Should have called it King Butt instead of Jackass.
Jack Ace.
Welcome to King Butt.
But yeah, no, just
because of Jackass, the TV show. I specifically remember one episode where Johnny Knoxville is literally just in a fucking jockstrap with a cup, and I don't even know if he's had a cup on. Let's be real, he probably didn't have a cup on, but he's just like sitting there, and they're in an alley. Because it was the show. It wasn't one of the movies. It was a show where they're literally just going out and doing shit to make this fucking show. Yeah. Right? It had like minimal budget. But he's just sitting in an alleyway and they're just like dropping pool balls to try to hit him in the nuts from the roof above him. Yeah. And that's what led me and Nathan to playing the game that we dubbed Nutball in our living room with like a rubber fucking... It wasn't even like a racquetball, because like a racquetball's hollow. Yeah. Right? Like it was like a fucking super ball, but it was a larger, slightly softer one. Yeah. And we would just sit, my mom's house. Yeah. We would just sit from like, one of us would sit on like the line entering the kitchen, and the other one would sit, because my mom used to have a kitchen, a couch across the front window. Yeah. And one would sit up against the couch. One would sit on that line, entering the kitchen, and we would just sit like this, and you'd toss the ball and just try to hit each other in the nuts. That was it. That was all the fucking game was. It was fucking stupid as hell. We were just sat there, brothers, loving each other, just trying to hit each other in the fucking sack with a ball, just tossing it back and forth. It's fucking stupid. But thank you, Johnny Knoxville,
Thank you.
for all
you.
the memories.
All right, well, looking forward to whatever June 26th brings.
Absolutely.
Which brings us to our special segment. We got Toasted or Trash this week. And this was quite a week for Toasted or Trash. What Toasted or Trash is, just as a reminder, is I choose a movie for Ryan. Ryan chooses a movie for me. And we watch it. And then we try to guess whether that person thought it was toasted or trash.
We give our take on whether
Yeah.
we think it's toasted or trash, and then yes, we try to guess.
So
What a week.
Yeah. So
I'm actually very interested to see what your take, because I assume these were first watches for both
Yes.
of them for you as well as they were for me.
Yeah.
Because they were just both came out recently.
Yeah. So my
yeah.
pick for you, Ryan, was Train Dreams.
Yeah.
What did you think?
Okay, so I went through a whole whirlwind here. I struggled to watch the movie for the first half. Mm-hmm. I watched it over the course of like 3 days earlier in the week, and I was just like, I couldn't focus on it. I don't know. It's not a super long. It's like an hour and 40 minutes or something, right? It was like an hour 43 or something. So it's not like crazy long. I didn't feel like the first half of the movie for me personally was like anything. Like I was just like, I couldn't focus on it. I could not pay attention. I was struggling. So like it literally got to the point where like I was talking to one of my coworkers about the movie because telling them, because they don't watch the show, but they like, a couple of them follow like the social media stuff that we do, and I've talked to them so much about it that they know, like, they understand what we're doing. And so I was talking to them about it, and they always ask me questions about like new movies and stuff coming out because they know that's my life.
Yeah.
So I was telling them about this one. I was like, fuck. I was like, I don't know. I straight up was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it because I have not. There hasn't been a movie that we have watched on this show that I felt I was struggling to watch as much as this.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Now, that being said, I finished it. And fuck. It fucked me up.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, it fucked me up. It definitely ended up being way better than I think I was originally giving it credit for. But it actually straight up fucked me up. And I after finishing watching it, I was pretty emotional. And my sleepy time medicines probably didn't help this. But I ended up going to bed, and my wife was already asleep, and I laid in bed. And this is probably the edible that led me to do this, but we've been for the last couple months, we've kind of been going through a phase with Lainey where she wants like nothing to do with me at bedtime.
Yeah.
And in all honesty, that's been tough on me. Cause that's always been one of like my favorite things.
Yeah.
And so it's been kind of hard for me. And I ended up I was so emotional after that fucking movie. I ended up just like laying in bed, like looking at fucking pictures of my daughter. And dude, I was like silently bawling to not wake up Lindsay. So this movie fucked me up. I haven't had an emotional reaction to a movie or a show like this. You know, like Shrinking
Yeah.
will fucking make me cry every other episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's because there's so many things that are relatable, but it was like, there was something about this that I'll tell you what it really is. God damn it. The little girl in this movie looked so much like my daughter
Yeah.
that I really fucking struggled with that.
Yeah.
And then just like the the part where I don't want to like fucking give too much away.
Yeah.
But the part where like the thing happens where like that ends up making you not know if it actually happened or if it didn't.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like later. And I don't know. There's just so much about it that I was just like, I literally got up the next morning and went to work and I put my contacts in and it was like halfway through my day. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, I fucking need to take my contacts out, but I didn't have my glasses with me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh fuck, it's because I was fucking bawling for like an hour and a half last night in bed.
Yeah.
I was like, my eyes are just fucked up.
Yeah.
And I mean, dude, I haven't fucking, I couldn't even tell you the last time I cried.
Yeah.
Like actually fucking cried.
Yeah.
You know, like get choked up or teared up because of Shrinking or a fucking show like, or a movie like that.
Yeah.
But this like fucking broke me, dude. I'm still like not 100% sure about how I feel about it. I think it ended like the first half. Like I said, I struggled with because I didn't feel like it. I felt like it was just kind of like, bleh.
Yeah.
And like one of the reasons we put it on, I don't remember. I think I put this on as a
Yeah,
focus
you did.
feature when we
Yeah.
talked about it, and it was because like the trailer for it was beautiful, and that holds true.
Yeah.
The fucking imagery in this movie, through and through, every second of this was stunning. It was
Yeah.
breathtaking. But the first half of it, for me, the story just like I just didn't feel like there was any story.
Yeah.
But then the second half just fucking kicked me straight in the dick. And so man, I'm gonna say it's toasted just based off the like emotional response.
Yeah.
And I 100% have no idea where you're at, so I'm just gonna say based off of the cinematography. I can't say that fucking word. Cinematography.
Oh, you nailed it.
I'm gonna say you thought it was toasted too.
I did think it was toasted.
Okay.
And this is a movie I'm not going to watch again.
No, 100%.
This is
I
a
won't watch
one-time
this.
watch, and it's not because it's the substance, you know?
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
that's a one-time
yeah.
watch.
Yes, that's a one-time watch for different reasons.
But I agree with you. The storyline for me wasn't great, but just visually, it was everything.
And like the thing was like, I think it's a hindsight movie.
No, 100%.
Right?
Yeah, the
Like,
end of the movie was
I
just
think
like, shit.
Yeah, I think it's a hindsight movie because it's like in the middle of it, going through the first hour of it. It really is. You're just like, what? Like, what am I watching? What is this about? What is the point of this? It's just like cutting from like kind of time frame to time frame point in
Yes.
life, but then it wraps up so heartbreakingly beautiful
Yeah.
that it allows you to appreciate the first hour of it
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I've ever watched a movie or anything that is that I've read a lot of stuff about it, and like people are talking about like how fucking good it is and how, you know, just everything. And but I was reading a lot of this before I finished it, and I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Yeah.
Because like, dude, like I'm not joking. I was straight up struggling to watch this movie.
Yeah.
Like the first half, if you would have asked me on fucking Tuesday or Wednesday,
Trash.
this would have straight up been a movie that I would have thought we could have watched for Blockbusted,
Yeah.
you know? And those were fucking awful movies.
So awful that we had to kill the segment.
But, yeah, yes, but I also don't remember. I think Canary Black was probably I think
It
that
was
might have
the
been the
last.
one
No.
that broke the camel's back.
No, it wasn't that. It was
Was it the
that one where
Joseph Gordon-Levitt one?
No,
No?
It was one more I cannot think of the name of it, but they like were in the mines and
Oh,
it was
God, yeah, it was like the female special
Yes,
ops
yes,
fucking movie.
Yeah.
Blackbird or something
Oh, yeah.
fucking like that.
Something bird, yeah, for sure.
Either way, like all of those movies were like, what the fuck are we watching? But I watched them all in one go. Mm-hmm. And like there's been movies we've watched where I've had to watch them, but just because of time or like fuck, I have to go to bed kind of thing. This was literally like I was like I'm watching this at like 6:30 and I'm having to watch it in chunks.
Yeah.
Kind of thing for the first part of it. And so like I'm reading all the stuff. I'm like, what are they talking about? Like they're talking about like awards and stuff. And I'm like, I get I'm not a pundit. I'm not an awards voter. I'm not in that realm. I'm just a fucking person watching a movie. But I'm like, I feel like I do feel like I'm like somewhat connected to the world to be able to have like an understanding of it.
Yeah.
So then it's like when I finish it, I'm like, yeah, I fucking get it. I totally get it. 100%. Joel Edgerton's fucking performance in this ends up being
so good.
Fucking amazing. Where for a performance that doesn't have a lot, really.
Yeah.
You know? Fuck. I don't know, man.
I got fortunate where, like, so I had to do, like, basically an overnight shift this week, and I was still awake, and I was like, I need to get watching these things. They're not short movies, and so I put this on, and I was in, like, a tired enough zone where I was like, I'm not going to be on my phone. Like, I'm just going to focus on this, and I'm thankful I did, because I did watch it in one run, and it's visually just so stunning.
Oh, it's amazing.
And
the cinema,
and then
say it. What's the word?
Cinematography.
Thank you. I always put a before the cinematography. Cinematography is it really is. It's breathtaking.
Yeah.
The capturing, like, I'm like, where the fuck could they even shoot this still today where they're getting this fucking beautiful shots, you know? But it's gorgeous.
And it was cool that, you know, it was in the Pacific Northwest, and they brought up Spokane and ended up in there for a little bit. But it was just, it's one movie where I'm not going to watch it again, but I appreciate for what it was. And,
it's one where
I'm with you.
Exactly.
Like, it had me thinking after the movie was over, and I was like, oh shit. Like, that's what this is all about, and damn. It just gets you thinking. So so it's Toasted, one time watch. Toasted.
Yes, for sure. It's one where I'm like, I 100% recommend watching it. Just know that it puts perspective. It fucked me up.
Yeah,
it fucked me up.
There's perspective,
and I know there's like a different level to it for you to me, right?
Oh, 100%.
Like, dude, you know. His daughter in that movie looked.
Oh, yeah.
She looked so much like my daughter.
Yeah.
So I was just like, oh my God, man. And like, that's obviously just like, as a parent, like, that's the only fear you fucking have.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
So, fuck. Anyway, Toasted. My pick for you was also new release on Netflix, Jay Kelly, the George Clooney, Adam Sandler vehicle that has been, garnering a lot of praise and, talk of awards pushes and all sorts of stuff. So, that was that. It was the first time watch for me as it was for you. So what'd you think of that?
It was a long movie.
Yeah,
but
it was like fucking 240.
Yeah.
Right?
But it had me hooked in a weird way. This is probably another movie where I'm not going to watch it again.
Yeah.
But just, I thought it was so cool how it blended like flashbacks. And I'm not huge on flashbacks. That was a big part of our Blockbusted.
That was a weird theme through Blockbusted. It was like every movie we randomly fucking selected for it had flashbacks.
But I thought it blended it so well. This was another like just beautifully shot movie as well.
Yeah.
The acting in it was really good. And it really just, I was telling Haley, but it just felt kind of like retrospect for George Clooney in a way. I thought it was really cool how they brought all those scenes in at the end.
That was... I've never seen that. I've
I
never
was like,
seen something
I was
like
like,
that
how
before.
did they do that? Like, because, I mean, maybe this is the same studio and he's in the same studio acting and can do that.
I mean, there's a point too where it's like, it's George Clooney.
Yeah.
I'm sure if he was like talking like, hey, I'm doing this movie, I need clips from these other things because it's just a part of it.
Yeah.
That studios aren't going to be like, no, fuck you, George Clooney.
Yeah.
You know what
True.
I mean? Like,
True.
He's George fucking Clooney. I think he probably has enough clout to be able to be like, hey, I'm going to take some of these clips and we're going to use them in this new film I'm doing.
Yeah.
And they're going to be like, yeah, you're George fucking Clooney. Go ahead and do it.
But
Right.
I thought it was super cool how, and just real, or what I assume is real, and could be totally wrong, but just blending an actor's life to family life and how it all plays out in the long run and everything. And then Adam Sandler was just on another level in this movie, I thought. Just well deserved for the accolades that he's getting talked about in this movie. And overall, I thought again, this is a one-time watch for me, but I thought it was toasted, and I'm gonna say you thought it was toasted.
Yeah, I did, and this is one where, again, I kind of kept going back and forth. I watched this one in spurts as well, just because of just my life and my timing of everything, and like, I'm gonna admit something to you here. There's not very often where I give you on Toasted or Trash new movies, because I don't always have the time to watch Raw, SmackDown, and 2 movies throughout the week.
I watched AEW, NXT.
You don't have a child. You don't have a kid, Tim. So I sometimes will like give you a movie. Well, and I will also say this, and to kind of back myself up here, my original idea with Toasted or Trash was that we would kind of give ourselves like older movies that like I've seen an older movie of and I don't know that you've seen or whatever, but I just want your take on it.
Yeah.
That was kind of, I think, where Toaster or Trash started.
Yeah.
But it has, I'm not going to say evolved, because we still do that as well, but it has also given us the opportunity to also hit some of the stuff that we talk about that we're not going to be able to come back to.
Yeah.
Right. And I think this was that month for this, which I think was perfect. But I do end up in moments where I'm like, how the fuck am I going to fit all this in?
Yeah.
And so I'm like watching Jay Kelly in 10-minute clips to and from work each day over the course, I was like, straight up, I watched the first half of Train Dreams, and to the point where I was like, I don't know if I'm going to finish watching this. So I started watching Jay Kelly, and I watched probably half of Jay Kelly, and I was like, you know what? I was like, fuck it. I had an hour and 4 minutes left of Train Dreams Thursday night, and I was like, and I have an hour and 10 minutes left of Jay Kelly, and I was like, I'm gonna fucking watch Train Dreams. I'm just gonna finish it.
Yeah.
And then that was the night where I was like, oh god, I'm fucked up. I shouldn't have watched that probably, but but and then so for me, Jay Kelly, I kept going back and forth because I was like, fuck, this has me hooked. Like, I'm totally engaged.
Yeah.
To the point where like I'm watching it on my way in the morning to work, and I'm like parking at work, and then I'm sitting in my car for 20 minutes watching it still. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go into work.
Yeah.
Like I gotta go get set up for class or whatever. And then there were moments too where I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not into it.
Yeah.
But again, like you said, it's longer, so I feel like there's always going to be moments like that. There's going to be those ebbs and flows, and it's going to have those opportunities to have those highs and those lows, and all said and done, the ending of it, and I think the line at the end was, it meant so much. Mm-hmm. Can we go again?
Yeah.
I'd like to do another. And then that's how it ended. Because they had shown him in that 3 times, I think. Mm-hmm. And like in that, like that's just how he was.
Yeah.
Right. But he said that after he was ignoring the tribute and he was envisioning his daughters.
Yeah.
And so to me, like, I was like, that, Can I Go Again? I Want Another. That was, I want another shot at being your father.
Yeah.
Right. And it was just like, fuck, man, that kicks you right in the dick too. And so, yeah, I think it was toasted. Definitely. I think it was a one-time watch again. I'll probably never watch it again, but I will say I don't see where any Oscar or like awards worthy things fall onto Adam Sandler. I don't feel like this. I feel like you could have put any Joe Schmo in that role and it would have been just as good.
Okay.
I didn't feel like Adam Sandler's performance, and I'm someone who fucking loves Adam Sandler, and I'm like, I would go to bat for that motherfucker on most movies he's in, like Jack and Jill. Fuck you if you don't like that movie. Which is probably one of his most panned films, like that or Little Nicky, honestly. And Little Nicky's one of my favorite movies of his. But this, I was just kind of like, I didn't feel like there was a powerful moment from him in this.
Okay. Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
So, but that would be like the one qualm, if anything, I had. But I also, like, I don't think he hurt the film in any way, shape, or form. But I just feel like I said, I just feel like, if anything, I think Laura Dern's character was more influential in this movie in the first half that she was in. She's the one that played the... you know who she is. Yeah, okay. So, but anyway, so that's just... Yeah, I think it was toasted, but I won't watch it again.
Yeah.
For sure.
I think that's a first where we're both saying it's a one-time watch, toasted.
One-time toasted for both movies we watched.
Movies.
Yeah. That is pretty wild.
Yeah.
We don't usually end up in that situation.
Both are Netflix. Both are in talks of awards and everything. So, yeah a fun segment.
Blockbusters question of the week.
Yep.
I posed this one to you. It's it's just a straightforward question.
Very straightforward.
Who do you think is the best side character in all of TV history?
Andy Dwyer, Chris Pratt in Parks and Rec. That side character just livens up the...
Okay. I didn't put any parameters on this because I figured it would be really hard to differentiate. Okay.
But that's who
Continue,
I went with.
yeah.
I just... He just brought you more into that show.
Yeah.
And kind of outshined some of the main characters in it. And and I don't know, maybe he was, but originally didn't seem like that big of a part of the show, and then just continued to get bigger and bigger.
So that's where, like, I didn't put parameters on this because of the fact that I was like really when you break it down, if you look at it and you look at a show over the course of its entire run, right? You're looking at Parks and Rec. Mm-hmm. I don't know that anyone outside of that actual office isn't a main character.
Okay,
by the end of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes. Almost everybody but the initial fucking, like, 3 people were initially side characters. Fucking Rhonda. Was it Rhonda? No. What's her fucking name? Doesn't it start with an R? Or is that her, the actress's
name?
The
actress name is Rashida.
No, that's Rashida Jones.
Oh.
I'm not talking about her.
Okay.
I'm talking about Treat Yourself.
Oh.
What is her fucking name? But still, her, Aziz Ansari's character, Andy, his fucking wife, Aubrey Plaza's character.
Yeah.
I haven't watched Parks and Rec in forever. I'm forgetting all the characters' names. Fuck. But even Rashida Jones, like, all of them, I think were all, like, a kind of initially side characters in the show, but, like, the fans loved them so much that they just, like, wrote more for it. Yeah. And I think you could argue the same thing for The Office. Like, any of the characters that were within the initial, like, open office area, main part of the office, I don't know that I would call any of them side characters. Like Kevin, I don't know that I would call Kevin a side character.
But when they started the show,
that's what they were aimed at. But over the course, the entirety of its run, I mean, it was like season 2 almost for both of those shows.
Yes,
all of those characters were like staple point.
But like you look at a show like Friends, where you're like, all these are main characters right out the gate. There's no, there's no,
But
and
that's,
so like I didn't choose a show like that. And I didn't choose The Office just because I felt like it was quicker to me, where all these side characters became main.
Yeah, I agree. I think Andy became more staple point, like probably season 3.
Yeah.
Right. So, but that's also why I was like, I feel like there's a lot of gray area involved.
I thought it was
in that
actually
idea.
a tough question,
Yeah.
because I didn't know what your head was thinking on this. So where did you go with this?
Again, I think I have a controversial answer here. And I think it's because it might be premature. Because
so only newer show.
Only season 3 is about to be coming out soon.
Okay.
Derek from Shrinking.
Oh.
I think Derek is a true side character here.
Yeah.
So through the first 2 seasons, he is, and I could eat my humble pie in 4 years after 3 or 4 more seasons come out. You know what I mean? Like, and maybe he is like one of the focal points of the show, just like Andy became, or just like Kevin, you know, like any of them. But right now, through the first 2 seasons, Derek is a true side character. But every time he's on the screen, dude, he's either scene stealing hilarious, or like just genuinely hits you in the feels.
Yeah.
And so I said, I think he's a true side character, and I think over time he could be established as one of the best to ever do it.
Yeah.
Because like you think about it, and he really is, because like his wife, she's one of the main characters, I would argue, in the show.
Yeah.
Right? Sean, one of the main characters in the show. Obviously, the 3, Gabby, Harrison Ford's character, Paul, and Jimmy. Yeah. All the fucking main characters of the show. The daughter, main character of the show.
Yeah.
And I think everyone else outside, even the gay best friend, Kevin, Brian, Paul calls him Kevin. Brian, I would argue, would be a main character. I think everyone else kind of falls into that category of side characters in the show. Yeah. And so far, at least. And I just, Derek, dude,
he's so good.
He's so good, man. He's fucking so good. He's perfect in that. And the actor is just so charismatic in the way that he goes about things. Yeah. But like the I forget, it's when Brian, he's like, his husband wants to have a kid, and it's in season 2, and he's like, I just think I'd be a terrible dad and all this stuff. And then like, I'm still fucking forgetting her name, but the wife is like, oh, you need the Derek effect. She calls him in and has him sit down, and you're gonna be a wonderful dad, or whatever he says. And then he goes, yep, I got him. And then Brian turns around, he's like, he got me. It's like, fuck, man, it's so good. He's phenomenal.
His comedic timing is so good.
So good. Or just like when he's talking about, Jimmy's like, love if you'd stop spying on me.
Yeah, in the trailer.
He's like, he's like, oh yeah, totally. And then he like walks away and he looks back and goes, I'm still gonna do it though. And he walks away. Yep. It's just too good, man. That show's fucking phenomenal. And season 3 comes out at the end of this month, right? Yep. I'm almost caught back up. I've almost finished season 2 again. So,
nice.
That was the one I was like, babe, we got to rewatch it because you need to catch up. And I think we're almost to the point where she stopped watching season 2 originally.
Oh, okay.
So
she'll be. It's gonna get her right in the feels.
She's been in and out so far because she's like, I've already seen this.
The season finale of.
I'm like, all right, well, you better sit the fuck down, you know.
And watch
Buckle up, fucklehead. You got some. Run it back. Buckle up, fucklehead. You got some watching to do. That's what I'm saying to my wife. Love you, babe.
Episode 84.
84, dog. Cheers. It was a longer one, but we had a lot to talk about.
Let's fucking go.